Today's topic is child abuse and neglect. It might be the least topic talked about, but child abuse has become a cancer in our society. Based on Joyful Heart research, 5 children die every day in the United States as a result of child abuse and neglect. Today I'm going to talk to you about how child abuse is affecting children and what you should do to help these young innocent kids. First, I'm going to tell you what is child abuse. Second, I'm going to tell you what the problem caused by child abuse. And lastly, I'm going to tell you what you should do to help protect young children from child abuse. Let's begin by talking about what adults should do that is considered as child abuse and neglect. According to Child National Hotline, a report of child abuse is made every 10 seconds. People usually do the following when abusing children: constant name calling, shaming, humiliating of a child, giving children limited attention, such as hugs, kisses, and other type of affection, slapping, beating a child with a belt, or not seeking medical attention for a child who is ill. Child Help reports that 78.3% of child abuse victims are left at home by themselves without nobody watching over them. I told you what you should do, what child abuse and how to recognize one in our community. Now I'm going to talk to you about the problem that is caused by it. When a parents humiliate or hate children, not only does it affect them physically, but also emotionally and mentally. It also leaves scars that cause problems in the future. About 30% of abuse and neglect children will later abuse their own children. And 80% of 21 years old that were abused as children met criteria for at least one psychological disorder. According to Child Help, children who experience child abuse and neglect are 59% more likely to get arrested as a juvenile, 28% more likely to be arrested as an adult, and 30% more likely to be arrested or commit a violent crime. Lastly, I will be discussing about the critical steps that you might take to protect children from abuse and neglect. If you notice some of the signs of abuse in a child, or notice children living in an abusive family, you must suggest the parent to see a psychologist, a counselor, or a social worker who usually help with coping with drug problems, anger, and previous abusive experiences. Take the children to a religious group who provide food, counseling, and other type of support to those who are in need. First, I told you what is child abuse and neglect. Second, the problem caused by it. And lastly, we discussed the steps that you need to take to help stop it. Now is the time to go out there and find and help those children being abused in our community and seek help for them. Because if you do, you might save a life of a child who might have died today as a result of child abuse. Thank you.